Greetings and welcome. Thank you for joining me here at Bloom from Within Love. Go by Bloomy. How are you all tonight? I am excited. I'm always excited. One second here, my dears. I am excited to bring to you all today a special inner child tarot reading spread that I myself created. Okay? I myself created, but before we get into that, we're going to do like this little game, okay? I have a little spin game, all right, for you all. The whole theme of the child, earlier I did a light language regarding somewhat to do with the inner child, and I was inspired to do an inner child tarot reading for today, just for today or tonight or whenever it is that you log on here. And it's centered around everything to do with that. So we're going to play a game before we get into the actual reading. The inner child reading is going to be laid out as such. We're going to have a 3-card spread in tarot. The first position is going to be, how does your inner child feel? What do they want to say? The second position is going to be what they need from you. What are they asking from you? And the third position is going to be advice in terms of how to fulfill that for the inner child, okay? Before we get into the 3-card spread, I'm going to pull 2 oracle cards as a theme. I'm going to use the Heal Yourself oracle deck, as well as my sacred crystal. I'm getting Mercury retrograde or whatever we're in. Oh my God. Sacred geometry crystal grid, okay, oracle reading as pull as well as a central theme, okay, and then we'll get into the spread and yada yada. But before we even get into the spread, we're going to play a game. Butterflies. If you guys know me, I love all things nature, especially butterflies and hummingbirds. I actually today nurtured my inner child, and I got a hula hoop and a butterfly net catcher, okay? So butterflies has everything to do with stages and phases, right? Stages and phases. So my intention with the game that we're about to play is to assist you with gauging where you may be today. Now take all of this as it resonates, okay? Always keep that in mind. Set your own intentions when you look at any reader or any energy healer. Connect to your own high heart, set your intention, okay? So the game is supposed to give us a gauge of what stage are we at in the life of a butterfly, and parallel that to where we are, okay, today in the now moment. So let's play. Let's play a game. Let's see if it works properly. It did earlier, so let's see. So where are we today in terms of our growth, our transitions, our energy, our souls, understanding? Where are we? Where are we? As it relates to the stages and phases of growth related to a butterfly. Let's go. Hopefully I can get to work like I did earlier. Hold on, I'm gonna do it again. Ooh, there we go. All right, where did it stop at? All right, so it is at, okay, it is, it says phase length up to 6 weeks, and it's kind of in between stage six. Well, you're passing almost, you're still in stage six, okay, and almost getting. How does this go here? Yeah, stage six, and then it goes, yeah, 5, 6. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna read what it says, okay, so you can know like what the hell does that mean. Okay, so stage six is where when its wings dry, the adult butterfly is ready to fly. Okay, so basically, since it was kind of like, it was, where was it at? Oh, it was a little bit past that. So you know what? Some of you all are flying. You already there. You have emerged. You've emerged as the butterfly, because if it was right here, I would have been saying that you're in between, you're at stage 5 and you're almost emerging into the adult, but it was past stage 6, which tells me that there's a group of you who are in your butterfly state. You are flying, you feel free, you're strutting your stuff, you're showing your colors, you don't care. You're flying, you're having a good time. And then there's another group of you, since it did pass the 6, that I would say are in the very early stages, which is stage 1. You're kind of in between. We're going to look at this mathematically speaking. You're, on the polar opposite of the first group. So there are a group of you that may come on here and you're kind of like in the inception stage. Like, okay, because stage 1 says a female butterfly lays eggs. So some of you are maybe not sure about what you want right now in life. You may not understand what direction you're going. You may feel a little bit confusion. You may feel a little despondent. You may be a little bit depressed. You may feel like life is worthless. You may feel, and I'm not laughing at you, but I'm actually relating to you, because we go through seasons like that. This thing spins and spins and spins because it's in areas of our life sometimes, right? So some of you, like I said, full blown adult, you're out there, you're flapping them butterfly wings, you're having a good old nice time, you know who you are, you've learned some great lessons, you're moving forward and not looking back, you're grounded. And then others of you, you're just kind of like shaking your head, scratching your head, shaking your head, sullen, and that's okay. Because guess what? We're all on this spinning wheel, okay? But I just wanted to play a little game. Since this is an inner child reading, I wanted to bring an element of fun here, okay? Look how gorgeous that is. All right, moving forward. Whoops. Moving forward. I thought it was fitting to bring out these particular crystals in the theme of the inner child and charge the cards, of course. So I know you all remember me mentioning that I had a flower agate, a really big one, one of my favorite stones. This is the divine feminine stone of all time. If you were to research it, that's what you would see. And I brought it in to bring in the feminine energy, the yin energy. The yin is all about nurture, all about creativity, all about sensuality, all about connecting, right? It has grounding effects too as well, but very powerful. This is a very soft, soothing, comforting, affirming feminine stone, okay? And then I also brought in the orange, or I think it's orange tangerine quartz, orange tangerine rose quartz, okay, as well as my um, orange, I brought in the orange calcite, okay. These are all sacrally chakra related, about fun, joy, sensuality, okay, and connecting to that. Now for the mind element, I brought in celestite, which is a very calming effect to the mind. Okay, I brought 2 of them, left and right hemispheres of the brain. calming effect to the mind, settling, okay? And then for extra supportive grounding, I worked with this earlier in channeling. I brought in I want to say maybe it's the Pterocyte. I don't think I'm saying it properly, but super powerful crystal, man. Man, this is, I mean, you guys got to do your research on this stuff, okay? They all have a certain energy and frequency they hold. They're not just rocks, okay? People be like rocks. No, they all hold a certain energy and frequency and vibration, and there are metaphysical properties. And I'm not here to teach on that. I'm going to do a total separate video on that at another time, okay? But I brought that in to bring in some extra grounding support because we want to be grounded when we're doing energy work, but we certainly want to ground into reality, ground from the mind or from the higher realms in the mind through the chakra systems and higher heart through our feet. We want to ground it, which means manifestation. We want to ground whatever that guidance is going to be, the advice in terms of supporting and nurturing that inner child. We don't want it just to be a theory. We don't want it to be just an idea. We want to manifest, okay? All right. Take a nice deep breath. Get nice, comfortable, and cozy, undistracted. Set your intentions. Hopefully, the energy of the internet and computers be nice to us tonight. Because when I pre-recorded that other video, it took hours. So I have a very slow laptop, and I'm going to have to update on that because it should not have taken all that long to upload, but it did. Anywho, you guys may hear me shake some crystals here and there. And when I'm doing that, there's a few things that are happening. I'm charging crystals, I'm charging my hands, and I'm also channeling that to you via intention. Since energy is not subject to time and space, I'm sending that to you. All of the blessed energies and frequencies of the crystals in which I am holding, which are some mega weights, you guys. I have the Merkaba, I have Moldavite, I have some, not the Celeste, the Angel Wings calcite. I have the rutilated quartz. I have power, some heavy weights, you guys. All of the jaspers that I had earlier, Herkimer diamond, Lemurian seed, and master wands. I'm holding some heavy weights, you guys. When I say heavy weights, I mean mega powerful crystals, okay? Not baby ones. They're all gorgeous. They all serve a purpose. Some of them are just a little more potent for whatever the reason, okay? So I'm also thinking about getting to ASMR, but you really have to have the proper technology and electronic equipment for that if you want to be any good, in my opinion. Because how are you going to do ASMR if your stuff is whack? You know, it's like you got to kind of be up on that. But receive this from my heart. Take some breaths in. Just imagine seeing the rainbow array of flickering lights from Source and Gaia, just, rushing over you, making you feel nice and refreshed and loved and grounded and supported, heard, validated, wanted, needed. Good stuff. Oh yeah, which one is this? I forgot about that one. I have fluorite. That's another one. Powerful. Techite too. Techite. It's another galactic stone similar to Moldavite. All right. Now let's get some spray and then we're gonna get going. Our sea salt, bringing in that element of water to cleanse. Cleanse. Breathe it in, it smells so nice and citrusy. The sea salt to cleanse the ethers, your auric field, your surroundings. It smells good. I love it. I love it. Now let's get some nice lavender and rose. A little sage infused with rose quartz to bring that soothing, to bring that feeling of calm, that buffering effect. Woo. There you go. All right. May divine source, Gaia, goddesses, archangels, ascended masters, our higher self assist with grounding us through our entire chakra systems and through the ethers above, all the way down through our feet chakra, through the earth chakras. May we be heart-centered from our highest heart in this reading. May we be fully present, fully in the now. May we be open and receptive to any guidance and messages that are in alignment with our higher self. And may we release anything that doesn't with the love. So let it be. All right. Charging my hand every time I do stuff like that. Believe it or not, we have chakras in our hands. Yep, we do. Yeah, baby. That's the stuff. I just keep on my Buddha. Lotus flower. I wonder if it'll stay right there. It did. Oh, how cute. Let me see. Buddha, help us out. Ooh, Buddha's floating in on the lotus flower. Ooh. Okay. Sorry, I'm being silly. Okay. All right. Let's begin. So let's start with the Heal Yourself deck. And let's see what the overall themes are, okay? Oops. Inner child reading for the collective. What does the inner child need? Where are we in our energy overall in terms of our process, in terms of dealing with the inner child? Where are we? Thank you, angels, guides, source, Gaia, Athena, goddess Athena, goddess Isis, goddess Shakti, I hope I am, goddess Kwanya, Kylie, Bridget, Artemis, Aphrodite, Venus, calling in that energy for this reading, female yin, empowerment energy for yin, that nurturing, sensual energy for the inner child. Oh, wow. Okay. I'll go with those two because apparently we're speaking to two groups, so I'm not going to restrict it. I'm not going to do that. All right. So remember how the game we just played and there was polar opposites. There were some that were flying in their adult butterfly state, and then there were some kind of confused and unsure about pretty much everything. So for the adult flying butterflies here, the stage and phase in which you are at in terms of your energy and processing, you are in alchemy, baby. You're in your alchemy, alchemizing. You're learning how to alchemize your life. That's why you're flying like that, okay? Card number 25 breaks down to a 7. That's all about spirituality. You know how to alchemize conflicts. You know how to, you're learning this and using it. You're learning how to alchemize delusions and deceptions in your life, whether it's from within or just things that perhaps have been in your life externally. You are in your alchemy. You're alchemizing, and that's beautiful as an overall energy for the group of you that are in that adult butterfly phase. And then the other group of you that kind of felt, like, oh, hell, shoot me now. You're dealing with rejection. You're dealing with some form of feeling rejected, feeling oh, snaps, I see it. Oh, wow, okay. Gee whiz, okay. So with this one, this one's so heavy. It actually feels heavy. I can even feel my energy change that quick. Okay, hear me out. I'm going to speak to the group of you that this is resonating for, okay? Oh, have I been here? So that maybe that's why I'm able to pick it up like, oof. I've been in that energy before. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see this picture really clearly, but I'm going to tell you what some of you are feeling and going through. There's like these webs, these etheric links. In the picture here, you can see almost like spider webs or some sort from her back. It's behind her. That's what's ironic. I've never seen that before. All the times I've seen this card, that's just interesting. But it's in her back. It's her past. It's behind her. And it's going to a portrait on the wall of a guy, of course. Isn't it always a guy, right? Or a girl, or a love, because that's the feeling I'm getting. And it's connected to, it looks like the cords are connected in a few places on him. It looks like his heart, his throat, and his crown. Okay. And it's going into her back. The curtains are red, which is the root, and they're all withered and torn. I'm going to talk about what's really going on here. Give me a moment. Up top, there's a clock right above her head. She's kind of gazed out, okay? She's sitting there looking a little bit neutral and kind of despondent or jaded. In her hand, she's holding a necklace that's very vibrant green. It's her heart. It's her heart. All right. And look how pretty she is. She's beautiful. She's vibrant in her own right. She's got on her own evening gown, However, she feels rejected. She's been rejected. And maybe it's been a pattern because the red curtain is all torn. And so maybe she has had a long history of dealing with that. Okay. So some of you all are dealing with some heavyweight rejection patterns, beliefs, agreements, history, situations, circumstances that stemmed deep in childhood. Deep. It went deep and then manifested into your adult world and reality. And she's wondering, when is this going to change? So some of you are kind of sitting there all dressed up, holding your heart, prepared, beautiful heart, wondering, when is this going to ever be any different? Has the clock just stopped? Is time no longer moving? Am I going to be forever stuck to this person, to this situation that I'm no longer even connected to? I'm not even there anymore. But that person may have been toxic, may have projected a lot onto her, maybe sending out a lot of heavy negative energy towards her, even though she's just trying to move on. She don't even care anymore. She ain't even looking at the picture, okay? That tells you something right there. She's not even looking. She ain't looking at it. She's like, whatever. It is what it is. Moving on. However, in her case, she feels like, okay, why does she feel this sense of rejection following her? Okay. And it's making her feel unclear and unsure. And that's the group that I'm talking about, I mentioned earlier. Okay, 3 + 1 is 4. It's a foundation. It is a faulty foundation. And that's why you all feel kind of like, oh, this has been a story for so long, and you're kind of just losing, I want to say in some sense, losing hope of trying to figure out your direction, trying to, or wanting these things to be cut, removed from your, from you being able to feel it, because it's connected to her back. So she can feel it, but it's causing her to not see properly. Okay, so that's the other group of you guys. And the reading is going to provide guidance for that. So it's okay. And we all have had our version of this, believe it or not, even if we're not admitting it, even if it doesn't look like it on the surface. People are really good, you guys, at false bravado. I'm telling you. If you're looking in social media, if you're looking at all this stuff, we that doesn't mean that behind the scene people don't be straight up broke down. I'm just going to be honest with you guys, because I know people like that. They think they fooling me, ain't fooling me. They don't need to worry about me or what I think. You know what I mean? But because I won't always say nothing, because it's not my business to do so. But I'm saying that for encouragement, because sometimes we're looking externally and thinking that all these people, and perhaps even the people that did this to you, they got it together and they the bomb diggity and they didn't went on. And no, it ain't. It's an illusion. I'm gonna tell you right now. Some of them secretly crying. Some of them are going through hell and hot water. Some of them are, and not that we want to take delight in that, but it's reality, to help you to understand and free yourself. Like, you know what? People may be perpetrating, but other people are, if I'm going through this, certainly other people are, and everything is not quite as it seems. Hard lesson I've learned. Everything is not always quite as it seems, whether it's in the good way or the bad way. Okay, however you want to put that. All right. So let's move on to our crystal sacred geometry. This is good. So you guys can later go on and like pause it. So that you can kind of glance at the sacred geometry and the crystals that's on there because it's charged that way to assist with manifestation. That's the point, the purpose, okay? Support for this reading, please. Support for the inner child. Support for both groups. Support the inner child. Support. Get some support for both groups. Support for both groups. Support. Ooh, that was a hopper. Please and thank you. Yeah, you guys are noticing I'm doing a mix of things this time. Mixing it up. In terms of how I'm getting the cards. Oh, dang. Okay, we got ground. I'm gonna get one more since there are two inner child healing cards up there. Can I get one more? Support. I'm thinking the first group is ground. I'm thinking that's what's for as you're what the hell? As you're alchemizing. Okay, I'll take the first one that fell. Oh, okay. All right, here we go, you guys. So for the first group that resonates with being that adult butterfly, that's in that alchemy energy that are alchemizing, you have ground, okay? And then for the second group, you had courage that came out in reverse. And so the reason why it came out in reverse is because of the rejection. It's the rejection. But in the upright, we're using it in the positive way. So there's red jasper. Oddly enough, I was talking about jasper. And then for the first group, it's smoky quartz, okay, for grounding. 8 + 1 is 9. Wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment, okay. Independence. That's where y'all going. That's what you in. Independence, wish fulfillment, manifesting, knowing your power, knowing your co-creative ability. That's the first group. Second group, you're not having that much courage. You're not feeling very courageous because of that rejection, but angels and guides and source are here, saying basically have courage. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Again, spirituality. Have the courage to face the deception, the delusions, the lies, even that maybe you've been told by those that were rejecting you, that you've experienced all your life, that you've told yourself, right? To make you feel unworthy, to make you feel stuck, to make you feel like time is frozen and that you can't seem to get past your past, or that you can't, seem to feel worthy or feel good enough. But you are. They're saying, have courage, because you are. You are. You are. So for your second group here, go ahead and take a nice soft gaze at this. Okay, the sacred geometry is here to support that energy for you, as well as the energy of the crystal here, which is red jasper. Okay, take a picture of it, screenshot it or something, freeze it, pause it when you look at it later. Okay, this will help you through the energy. First group, even though you're doing wonderful, but you need to ground. Okay, you guys need to ground, because what happens with alchemy and alchemizing, sometimes you can start feeling a lot of energy work and change sometimes can make you feel unsettled and kind of flighty and, kind of like, woo, woo, right? So you need to make sure you're constantly grounding, okay? Keep grounding yourself through your alchemy and your alchemizing, okay? And you can do that by the smoky quartz, which is here, all right? Take a nice look at that and the sacred geometry to support grounding. But of course, nature, getting out in nature, sitting under trees, going barefoot in grass and trees and dirt, if you are able to, swimming, even water element, believe it or not, just brings in that element of the ocean and water, but it's still grounding and cleansing. Okay. Okay. So that's gorgeous. So you guys that are alchemizing, make sure you're getting good and grounded. And then those of you that are dealing with that rejection, have courage, okay? Have courage. All right, now let's get into the spread. Inner child, what are you thinking, inner child? What are you thinking? What are you feeling right now? What are you thinking? If you need clarifiers, I'll bring them out with that other deck there. Wait, what is that? Yeah. Okay. Interesting. More shuffle. Wow, I see it again. Okay. Interesting. I know. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, buddy. I'm seeing something. It's all good. Trust me. It's the inner child reading. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. All right. So, what does our inner child want to say? What's on their mind? What do they want to say? What is on their mind right now? Please and thank you. Inner child. Please and thank you for the collective. How cute. Okay. Well, the sun. Major Arcana. See, inner child ain't playing no games with them here today, huh? The sun. I'm not gonna read yet. I'm just gonna lay out the cards. That's cute and beautiful. All right, so that's what they want to say. That's what's on their mind. The sun. Okay. What do they need from you? What do they need from us, our inner child? What do they need? What do they need from us? Please and thank you. What do they need? Oh, our inner child ain't no joke right now, you guys. Inner child is on the scene. Tell you something what I know, right? Tell you something what I know. Queen of Wands, baby. This is what they need from you. I already know where this is going. Lord, Lord, Lord. Okay, advice in terms of what the inner child is asking for, please and thank you. Advice in terms of what, okay. Ooh, huh. Another major on the board, but it's in reverse. So I got to tap into that. The moon, but it came out in reverse. It's the advice. Interesting. For an advice position, moon in reverse. I kind of know where it's going. I think I know where it's going. But I'm going to wait. Let's get some clarifiers with the other deck. Ooh. Bottom of the deck is a page of wands. Messages of heat, fire, passion. All right. New beginnings. New beginnings. All right. I'm going to leave this here at the bottom of the deck, up top there. Then let's get some clarifiers for each. And then I'll go ahead and interpret. Let me make sure I got these cards mixed because I did a different kind of read the other day and I don't want it to be, I like the cards to be nice and mixed, you know, so you don't feel like, I know not all readers do that, but to me, I'm like, I know the energy guides, but there's a part of me that's still like, yeah, but let's make sure it's a good shuffle and a good mix though, if we're gonna be doing that though. Like don't just, if you got all the arcanas together and in the front, you know, it's like, come on. And I know energy was going to come out is going to come out, you know, but I want to be as fair and neutral and organic and authentic as I can be. Okay. All right. Please and thank you. Clarifiers for each card represented here. Some big ones. Hell, some big cards. This is a big deck. I said deck, okay? Oh my God. I've been silly all day, you guys. I think that's my inner child, actually. I did that light language transmission earlier, and it's just been, yeah. Love it. Been laughing and being goofy and silly all day. Told y'all I got hula hoop. I was hula hooping, okay? Y'all remember the hula hoop? I was doing some serious hula hoop. Okay. We need a nice mix. Nope. Do it one more time. I ain't doing that. One more key. Yeah, there we are. All right. Can we get a clarifier for the sun as what the inner child want to say and what's on their mind? Can we get a clarifier for that? Okay. Aw, okay. Nine of Wands. I know where that's going. Can we get a clarifier for the Queen of Wands in terms of what they need from us? Can we get a clarifier, please, for the Queen of Wands in terms of what the inner child needs from us? Can we get a clarifier? Okay. fire energy, man. So some of y'all got some major fire in your natal chart, or you're dealing with folks with major fire in their natal chart, or just in that energy, which is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Okay, we got a lot of fire energy. So it's clarified by the Two of Wands, choices. It's all about choices. All right. So we get a clarifier for the advice position and how to give the inner child what they need. This Moon card, Major Arcana in reverse. Oh, hell, hell. Knight of Pentacles. Well, here he is. Here comes Mr. Slow Moving. No, Knight of Pentacles is actually one of the favorites of the tarot, but to me, it really just depends. Sometimes slow and too slow is like, I'm not, I ain't interested no more. You I'm like, it's too late. The inner child, especially for an inner child reading, is all about the now. You know what I mean? So technically, the Knight of Pentacles is an excellent card of the knights. People feel like the Knight of Pentacles is the most reliable of the knights. The other knights are kind of whimsical, especially that Knight of Wands. He's just a hoe. I'm just going. If he in lower vibration, he a hoe. He's a player, okay? But you know, the faves of the knights is the Pinnacle, because it's grounded energy, it's methodical, it's thought out. It's not like air. Air is swift and quick, but it's not always as grounded or solid. Okay, so that's the clarifier for that moon. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we got the bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman. Okay. Now give me a second so I can just pick up on what's the messages here. I'm going to go ahead and tap into the guidance and the messages as clearly and concise as I can. I will separate two storylines, and the reason why I'm doing that, just to keep streamlined and in theme with how we have started, because there's two groups, but the majority of you who will come on here at some point, there are two groups, two types that are going to resonate. Like you guys see, like you see over there, we have the butterfly, full-grown butterfly group that's in alchemy, that just needs to ground as they move forward. Then we have the rejection, the other group that's kind of feeling all over the place, that needs the courage. Okay, so that I'm going to try to keep it streamlined with that, and I will reference. Okay, I'm talking to group one, this is where you're at. Group two, this is where you're at. To try my best to keep it streamlined or clear. Okay. So let's deal with the first group, the adult butterflies, flying, alchemizing, and needing to ground. Your inner child, what they want to say, what's on their mind is the Sun, clarified by the Nine of Wands. Okay. Okay, your inner child, for this first group, what they are saying to you, what's on their mind, and what they want to say is this. Don't forget to stop and smell the sunflowers enjoying this fresh, nice sunset or sunrise. Don't forget that. They're saying they want to still have fun. They want to play. For you to release some of the self-imposed stress, burden, and responsibility, because it's all an illusion for but a moment to play. Just to play. The responsibilities, each of these 9 wands, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to go here, you got to go there, you got to do energy work, you got to do this. It's feeling burdensome for the inner child. They want to play. They're saying that they are happy that you're doing better, that we're doing better, that things are alchemizing. But don't forget to just do nothing. Don't forget to just play. Let your hair down. Throw caution to the wind, so to speak. Go sit in the grass without a plan, without a to-do list, without a I must and need tos. Set aside just for nothing. If you like sunflowers, go get some sunflowers for some of you. Go sit in the sun, go sunbathing. I know people are against it, but I'm not. This energy that's being transmitted through that. Okay, we're always cooped up in buildings all the freaking time. It's a part of the problem. Inner child wants to go play. Inner child wants to go outside. That's what they're saying. And that's why I'm talking that way. I can feel it. They want to play. They want to not be so serious for a little bit, to not have to be anything but what they want to be and feel for a moment, which is to enjoy life, nature, the simple pleasures. Puts a smile on their face. Okay, so that's the first group. Should I just go through the whole read? I'm going to go through the whole read of the first group. Okay, and then I'll circle back around and do the second group. I think that'll make it sort of going back and forth. So we're still in the first group. And what do they need from you? First group, the first group of you who are alchemizing and adults, butterflies here, needing to ground. They want you to let your Queen of Wands roar, baby. They need you to embrace Queen of Wands energy. Go with your passion. Allow your passion to guide you today. Forget about the structure. Forget about the rules to some degree, of course. Forget about old program conditionings that said, oh, I must be conservative. They're saying, no, you have fire in you. You are passionate. You are voluptuous. You are confident. You are sexy. You are the light of a room. They're saying, run with it. By day, go play at the park, at the beach, sitting alone. By night, let your Queen of Wands come out and roar. And whatever that means for you, it can be creative. You're creating things. It can be tapping into your sacred sensuality and tantric energy. It can be going out and being bold to embrace that version of yourself in your voluptuousness. Even if you're a guy, like whatever that means for you, because it's not about gender, it's the energy, it's feminine energy. But she's very bold. She knows who the hell she is, and ain't nobody gonna make her feel no different, no more. Yeah, your inner child for this first group is saying, embrace it, just embrace it. And clarified by that Two of Wands is saying, oh, baby, you got choices. You're not limited. Go play, have a good time. Everything doesn't have to turn out to be something serious and major. Be safe, be wise, be smart, of course. However, this resonates, but they're saying, oh, you have choices, but make one. Make one so that things are simple for you, so that you can fully embrace your Queen of Wands. Make one. And if the choice you want to make is I'm choosing two, make it with boldness. Make it with confidence. Make it with clarity. Make it with no apologies. Make it with integrity. Because maybe you hold enough energy to handle both of them wands, baby. But if not, choose through your Queen of Wands the energy. So some of your inner child are just simply saying, stop restricting me. Stop believing the loop, the Groundhog's Day lie you've been told forever and ever. Because you're alchemizing. It's no longer your story. It's safe to shine. Yeah, that's some bad. So she a bad bitch. No pun or disrespect intended. When I'm saying it, I mean a force to be reckoned with in her own right. Okay? So embrace it. Your inner child is saying, oh, this is what I need you to do. I need you to stop restricting me. I need you to hone your Queen of Wands energy. I need you to take the risk. I need you to let go. I need you to dare to be bold and do and be something different. Get a makeover if that's what you want to do. Change your hair color to red if that's what you want to do. Start wearing some sexy attire and show all of that voluptuousness you got, and go and sit down and say hello. And the song comes on and the men all pause as I walked into the room. Okay? Yeah, baby. I love it. Woo, it's feeling good for the first group. All right. So, as advice for the first group here, the moon in reverse clarified by that night. Oh, here we go. That Knight of Pentacles as advice. This is the advice position. Let's see here. All right. Moon in reverse. It's all about secrets, hidden things, intuition, fears. It's in reverse. So in this case, it's actually a good thing. That means things are coming to light. Secrets are revealed. Fears are being faced. Intuition is heightened. Okay. It's clarified by that Knight of Pentacles. Okay. For the first group of you, and this is for today, this is the advice position for the inner child concerning what they need from you with your Queen of Wands, right? And that Two of Wands. Okay, like I was just saying, for the first group of you that, they're saying, the truth, blind anymore. You know the secrets. You faced your fears. So for the advice position, is saying, go get your knight. Whatever that means for you. Go get your pentacle, your Knight of Pentacle, baby. Go have some fun. Put it this way. Some of you got a lot of options coming at you right now because you are an adult butterfly. And when you start honing that kind of energy and you're alchemizing like that, That's when you start getting all this attention, and this is when you start, getting all these offers. And so, the inner child is telling you to embrace your Queen of Wands for the Knight of Pentacles. You may have several Knight of Pentacles coming. You may have two because of that Two of Wands, okay? But they're saying, go for it. Go for it today. And that can mean this, because this is about the now. It's not about, we're not going predictive. We're not going past. This is now. We're dealing with the inner child now, okay? So this is not a predictive read. This is something you can do now. Woo-hoo. Oh, yeah, baby. I love it. Now, okay? Because some of you, like I said, you're getting a lot of attention. You're getting a lot of offers. And there may be two in particular that you dig in, you know what I'm saying, or something, right? So your inner child is saying, well, you're clear for you to trust that you see. Trust your intuition. Trust that your alchemizing energy has gotten you to a place to face your fears, to face them, to believe in your own intuition and insight again, right? To tap into your high priestess energy, to even discern what's hidden when people try to hide shit. That is where you are, okay? As an adult butterfly, you rolling like that. You ain't got to say nothing. You don't go around saying nothing, but your inner child is saying, oh, but you're in your Isis energy. Whether people want to know it or believe it or not, what's important is you do. You do, baby. And with that being said, you know which selections, okay, to choose. They're saying, trust that. As the advice, trust yourself. Trust your intuition, your growth, even. Trust that you have grown. Trust that you can select properly for yourself, because you're not who you once was. You're no longer a caterpillar. You're no longer the egg larva. You are the butterfly. So the advice is go for it. If it means, and go for it don't mean, okay, go fuck everybody. That's, please take it in context. It's saying, make selections and perhaps go out for a cup of coffee if it's regarding dating. If it's in business, make your selections and put yourself out there and start promoting yourself and talking to people, applying for the job, since it's a pinnacle, it's about the material world. It's about manifestation, baby. That's why I'm excited. I love when pinnacles show up, because it ain't illusions. It ain't all up in the head zone and never in the real zone. Like, it's manifesto. It's grounded reality energy that can be materialized. I love that. I love that. So for the first group of you, they're saying go for those pinnacles, baby. If it's, the office is coming at you, you'll have the insight as to who, what I'm saying, to select. And the clue in this case for the first group is this. They will be very, the selection options you have, since it's saying go for this one, look for that one in your options, okay? Look for the ones, okay? Whether it's, friendships, however it resonates, look for the ones that possess the Knight of Pentacle energy. There you go, baby. There you go. That Knight of Pentacle energy, like I said, which is, I'm sorry about that interruption there, which is grounded, okay? Very grounded and practical and slow and steady. So look for the opportunities that's presenting there we go. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Presenting a well-roundedness to them. Those are going to be the choices that you want to go and say, okay, yeah, I'll entertain that one. Okay, so that's your clue. All right. Woo, baby. Powerful. Okay, so that was for the first group of you wonderful butterflies there, alchemizing. Okay, and your second group, you are equally beautiful. These are just phases and stages that we all have to go through. That butterfly group, they were once upon a time a larva and an egg. Okay, everybody goes through those phases and stages. So now for the end, needing to find and have courage, this is what your inner child is saying to you. Let's do it again. Wow. Okay. Um, they feel, I don't know, I could feel and sense energy. So for those of you who are wondering, like how I shift, how I go from one wavelength to another, that's because I'm shifting gears. I'm shifting and tapping into different energy. And so since I can feel things, my senses are, I can actually literally being empathic and empath, you, depending on what type of empath you are, um, like tears are trying to come down my eyes. I could feel, and I will keep it together so that I can keep on going with the reading. But they feel like they're in a dungeon. They feel like they're in a dungeon in the dark. They feel like you're trying to do way too much. You're trying to carry too much. You're trying to way too much pressure on yourself to try to be what others want you to be, to try to make everybody happy, to try to live up to some delusional sense of self, some delusional sense of the world because of what you've gone through and the people you're involved with. And you have almost beat yourself up trying to so-called make yourself better, trying to live up to other people's expectations, which are projections of their own weakness and their own insecurity. You're a good person, but you don't always see yourself like that. You're a good mom or dad, but you don't treat yourself that way. You put all this pressure, and you often have allowed others to put all this pressure and responsibility that is not yours. It was never yours. They feel locked up in the dark, and they want you. They, wow. They miss the sun. They miss the sun. They miss feeling the breeze. holding sunflowers, playing free in the park. And I am literally crying now. Okay. That rejection you hold. They're saying to stop it all, because you're important and you're okay and enough just as you are. Stop all of this unjust, undue burdens and pressures with this 9 of Wands. They were saying, drop it. Literally. Take yourself outside. Self-love, self-nurture. To let it all go. All those lies, all those illusions, all those projections that has caused you to go into overdrive because of other people's weakness. They're saying let it go. And breathe. Self-love, self-care, self-nurture. Tap back into that. Refocus onto you. They need you to embrace your Queen of Wands, to have the courage to do just that, and the courage to go for what you want in life, and the courage at any given moment to see and realize that you are the Queen of freaking Wands. You are the Queen of freaking Wands, man. It was gaslighting that made you feel like you were not. But you are the Queen of freaking Wands. You have so many options around you. And they want you to see that, but they want you to self-care first. Take care, self-care with the sun, so you can hone your Queen of Wands energy. Hone that thing. Ground that thing and see all of the options that are clearly being presented to you, because they are. You may not see them when you're in the lower vibration of rejection. You may not see them, you may not perceive them, and you may be keeping yourself from them because you may be hiding. And when you're hiding, you're not shining. And if you're not shining, you're not drawing in like the butterfly is, even though you're the same. They're saying as you self-nurture and self-care, this is going to build you back up into your Queen of Wands energy, what they need from you so that you can move forward. They need you to do that. A Queen of Wands is going to self-care. Let me tell you something. That's why she's the Queen of freaking Wands. Okay? Ain't nobody finna shake her off her game. Nah, no more. Okay? Self-care, self-love, self-nurture, healing to you. No more empty shit. No more crumbs and scraps and bullshit from people that are broken. that are projecting their shit onto you. No more. No more. Okay? They want to come out the dungeon. They want to go in the sun. That's what they need from you. Man, I felt that was heavy. I mean, oh, wow. Get it together, Brandon. I can't be crying. Okay. Now, moon in reverse for the second group of you is it's like you see, but you don't. You see, but you don't. You're trying to run away from facing what you know, your fears, the truth that's being illuminated to you. It's here. But you see, but you don't, because you're trying to run. You're still trying to run. You don't want to see. You don't want to face your fear. You don't want to face rejection again, because you feel like you are going to. And you don't want to go for your night. You don't even want to. You know, it's not funny, but I'm picking up that energy. Like, some of you are saying, oh, fuck it, you know, excuse my French, you know, but that's what some of you are saying. You're saying, oh, it ain't whatever. I don't want no night pinnacle. I don't want now nothing. I just want to live and let live, and just to hell with it all. It ain't worth it at the end of the day for a 60-second fuck. Yep, I said that because that's what some of you are feeling. You feel like it ain't worth it. Where if it's about a relationship, if it's about, you know, that type of dynamic, you know, because of that, you feel like, nah, I can please myself faster and better. And I ain't got to be tired and drained from trying to perform for no damn body. And picking up their nasty energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they hoeing and doing all kind of shit. And you're like, I ain't got no time for that. I'd rather be clean and clear and pure and solid in my energy and work on myself. And if I'm bothered, hot and bothered, I know what to do better than anybody else. So some of you are there, and some of you, you know, this is the second group again, as I said. You see, but you're like, you're not quite there. You're afraid to face it. But, you know, the advice in this position is to face your fear, is to allow the illumination that the sun has presented for you, because we have the sun and moon here. Okay, eclipse, woohoo, eclipse energy. My God, I didn't even catch that till right now. Lord have mercy. But eclipse in reverse, illumination. Okay, so the advice is to allow the light that the sun energy is here to present for you. Allow it, receive it, know that you're supported, have courage, and face it, and start to take some steps toward receiving your Knight of Pentacles, manifesting what that means for you. If it's in the financial world, if it's, you know, in that arena, it's saying you're good enough, you know, start taking those baby steps, creating that resume, you know, if it's a creative endeavor, making that creation, you know, networking with a person, you know, taking those initial steps, but take them. Receiving a phone call, maybe it's a phone call, maybe, you know, because you have these options as you take these baby steps to facing the courage and your fear, then things are going to be being presented to you. And maybe just, you know, start where you're comfortable. Okay, maybe I FaceTime somebody, maybe I go out, you know, have a cup of coffee, no strings, no pressure, something simple. Okay, you got an hour, talk. You know what I'm saying? Or You know, maybe it's like I said, going for that job, or a job that you're afraid to apply for because you feel like, oh, rejection, however resonate. But receiving that phone call, being willing to connect, okay, that's the advice your inner child, position, saying self love, self heal, self care, self nurture first, in that order, okay, to hone in your Queen of Wands energy. And then you're going to see manifestation of wands and pentacles presented to you. And then make the selection that feels more solid, because it is available for you. You are enough. You are the goddamn Queen of Wands, is what your inner child is saying. They're saying to hell with the bullshit, the gaslighting, the game playing of your life that you've lived, whether it been from family, friends, co-workers, bosses, government, leadership, niggas, hoes. You know what I'm saying? I'm going there. I'm just going to go across the board here. That has created this illusion in you, a belief system in you, that you're not enough, causing you to self-reject. We're letting that go. Okay, and that's what your inner child is screaming today at you all, because it's for a now moment. So in other words, when I keep saying that, it means now, now, now. This is not predictive. It means that if you set your intention to connect with the reading and the advice, it's now, baby. Seriously. If you go for the second group of you and say, okay, I'm about to go and have me a sea salt bath, I'm setting my intention to fall in love with myself, to release what's not serving, I am about to go get a healthy smoothie shake, I am about to, detach from the world for a moment of self-care, I'm about to go outside under a tree, okay, smell the flowers, I'm doing that. I'm getting some subliminal messages, some affirmations, some sound frequencies. I'm going to hone in all that. If you do this now, go to bed now. Let me tell you something. I would not be surprised if you don't get DM'd while you sleep. Hear me out. I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden people are showing up on your social media that were not there. I would not be surprised if you get this creative energy and all of a sudden you wake up and you're like, oh, and you don't connect that. Okay, you just aligned with what your inner child was asking. And since we have pinnacle energy, that's manifesto, it's now. And now can be, like I said, it doesn't have to be a full blown, it means that something is literally manifested. Like I said, whether it is you going out for a cup of coffee, you're having a phone call, you're FaceTiming someone, you know what I'm saying? You're going on a dating site, you're putting your creative endeavors out there. That's manifestation, baby. Now, now you're ready. You're enough. And that is what your inner child is saying. Take care of yourself and let all that other shit go. Forget about it all. And I know that's easier said than done. Forgetting doesn't mean forget. It means allowance and letting it go. Allowance, letting it go, and deciding, I'm looking forward. I'm moving forward. I'm loving me. I'm going to take care of me. And that's the best thing that I can do, not only for myself, but for all that are involved in my life. Yeah. All right, guys. Wow. Whew, yeah, that was a very powerful reading for you all. Now, the Hangman is to possibly you. That's the purpose of Hangman, to get that enlightenment. That enlightenment. We got the Seven of Swords. Woo, woo, woo. The enlightenment about the deception, the lies, the games. Okay? That's been told you, that you believed. Get another view, perspective on Emperor. Oh my gosh, on somebody. Know who that is, because emperors, if they in a low vibration, they full of themselves and they're control freaks. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. To see from another perspective, your healing, your wishes coming true. Okay. Yeah, baby. I mean, that's the story that the cards are telling for you all right. All right, this was a long one, but I'm actually okay with this one being long. I'm starting to separate videos. Some are short, some are long. But it's been my pleasure and it's been my honor to be able to serve in this way. I hope that it resonated and that it assists you in some way for you, whatever group that you landed in. And so as I end this for you all, I'm going to put back these sacred geometry cards up for you one more time. Okay, group 1, here you go again. Take a screenshot of that. Later, if you come back and listen to it, if you're not able to do that, then just pause it at the very end so you can gaze on this. Okay, group 1. Group 2, here you go. Screenshot that, pause that so you can take a nice soft gaze at the sacred geometry. Okay, all right. I'm sending you all much love and light. Namaste.